are now going to move on to a phenomenal keynote speaker. She's going to talk about the next chapter, Matterverse. She is a very valued and dear friend of 4 years from now. She's blown my mind on previous occasions as she's given keynotes on the stage. She's always worth listening to. Let me tell you about her. She is the Director General of Matter and the Chief Creator of Puzzle X. My dear friends, please join me in welcoming to the stage Zina Sinker. Thank you. Welcome, Zina.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of matter. In this day and age of AI, blockchain, thank you, I always forget this. In this day and age of AI, blockchain, metaverse, and the glory of zeros and ones and code, I'm going to tell you the story of atoms and molecules, and they're going to bring me to which one? Here. We're good, yes. I'm going to tell you the story of the Matterverse. Look around you. Everything you touch and you feel is made of the building blocks of matter. Look at your hands. This is made of matter. Look at the screen. Look at the phones you're holding. Look at the coffees you're sipping. Everything around us is made of atoms and molecules. Do this visualization exercise with me for a second. Think of everything around us suddenly collapsing down to its most elemental and existential parts of it, like Lego pieces, like these little balls. What's going to be on the ground is going to be less than 100 elements. That's it. Everything around us, this rich complexity of life. This squishy thing in my skull that is making me able to talk with you, these supercomputers that are enabling this connectivity, everything is made of less than 100 elements. That's it. This rich diversity is enabled by the different composition and configuration of less than 100 elements. The role of matter in our lives and our existence is so elemental, so existential, that even our history is marked by the ages of mastery over matter. Think of it, the Stone Age, where we looked at this lump of stone and we thought, you know what, maybe we could actually make something out of this. And that object, that sphere, was more than an object we created. The reason why I'm talking to you right now and I'm able to verbalize is because I have a carnivore's brain. That too enabled us to have the brains that we have right now and the base of the technological development we've had. Or the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, the ages that enabled us to create tools. Tools that allowed us to become modern agricultures, which allowed us to settle down and to allow us to transition from hunter-gatherer lifestyle. To the age of aluminum, which has given us air travel and the modern commerce the way that we know it. And to the age of silicon, the single material that has enabled this amazing digital era that we live in right now, single material, silicon. The question is, what is next? What is next, and what are the materials that are going to be enabling the next era for us? The truth is that the path technology takes is unpredictable. Do you think that 60, 70 years ago, on that fateful day in Bell Labs when the first silicon transistors were introduced, we thought we were going to have all of this? We thought we were going to have better calculators. Instead, we have Uber, we have AI, we have Matterverse. By the same token, we do not know where technology will take us. But there are frontiers of technologies. When we look at them, we can see path to the future. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to share with you some of those most exciting things that I have on the horizon, and we have on the horizon as a part of Puzzle X. Being a condensed matter physicist, obviously, first of all, I have to start with frontier materials. Frontier materials, I'm super excited about the last 3 decades of development in frontier materials, nanomaterials, low-dimensional materials, metamaterials, 2D materials like graphene, materials at atomic level of thinness with extraordinary properties we have never seen before. These are the materials that are going to be enabling the next leap in making everything around us a sensory experience, making every object around us sentient. Where every window can not only become a display, can not only become a living and sensory part of a building, but it can harvest energy. Where your hair could be made conductive, a sensory extension of our bodies, where we can store information, transmit information. Or the next leap for ultimate connectivity, where we can connect with everything, where we will go beyond smart cities, we'll go towards sentient cities. To connecting with more than inanimate objects, connecting with trees, connecting with vegetations, where spinach can send an email, or Cecilia, tomorrow you will see a plant being able to move around. And to the amazing development in the physicality of our bodies, where with a few drops of graphene nanoplaylist, you're seeing a mouse with a severed spine, a mouse with a severed spine, walking in 2 weeks. To one of the most exciting areas of development for me personally, which is uncovering and discovering the brain. We are going to be taking leaps into brain-machine interfaces, where we will be able to connect with things and thinning this veil between the Matterverse, the world of zeros and ones, and the world of bits and atoms and molecules. And to one of the most exciting things I did last year. What was the most exciting moment of my last year was where we introduced on the stage live at Puzzle X the introduction of a third kind of intelligence, synthetic biointelligence, where we connected from the stage of Puzzle X in Barcelona, we connected to Australia to activate a bunch of brain cells sitting in a petri dish to learn live how to play a game of Pong with us. These are technologies enabled by our mastery over atoms and molecules. These are technologies of the Matterverse. And now I'm bringing you to the last bit of this, which is the most exciting one for me, quantum. The age of quantum. In the conceptual realm of every atom and molecule in this universe, having the potential capacity of becoming a compute system, that future is not only extraordinary, but it is truly an uncharted territory for us. Quantum development right now is enabled by our extreme finesse and engineering over matter, atoms and molecules. And what it will do in return is that it will enable us the next leap for us understanding, simulating, designing, and taming matter. At the height of development of quantum, we will become something else. We will become true masters of matter. And at that point, we are a different species. It is extremely exciting and interesting. And the most important thing is that these are some of those building blocks of the future. These are horizons into a new window for us. And they might seem discrete, they might seem isolated, but truly, it's the symbiotic relationship and impact they have on one another which will build the exponential technologies of the future. And we need to bring them all together to see the bigger picture. And that is why we created Puzzle X.
start of something new. This is the start of a community, our community.
At PuzzleX, we believe the future is a puzzle, and we each have a piece of it. Until we bring our pieces of the puzzle together, we are not going to see the bigger picture of the future. And I'm excited to announce that through a strategic partnership with 4 years from now, everyone attending this event 4 years from now is going to have access to join us at PuzzleX in November. Why? Because you have a piece of this. You have a piece of the puzzle, and I believe it's with you that we will define what's next in the Matterverse. Thank you.